Tonight on Haunted Homes, we investigate reports of a haunting in Newcastle.
It was actually a solid man standing in the doorway.
Where one member of the family is too terrified to sleep in her own home.
I've always... I can't... I have to calm myself down.
Can Mia Dolan, one of Britain's most sought-after psychics, help the Elvins?
Scarred, badly scarred. Looks like burns.
Oh my God, that is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I felt as if there was someone crouching, ready to jump.
This was scary for me talking to you.
Do you believe you've ever encountered a ghost? Maybe sensed a presence of some kind? Or witnessed a phenomena that you just can't explain? Well, if you have, you are certainly not alone, because thousands of us Brits claim that we've experienced the paranormal. In fact, in one recent survey, 1 in 3 of us claim that we've actually lived with a ghost. Tonight, we investigate an ordinary home in Newcastle. The family, who've lived there for 3 years, claim that they're being haunted by a poltergeist that's intent on making its presence known to their children. Katrina and John Elvin have been happily married for more than 12 years. They have 3 children, Jonathan, Nathan and Jasmine. And they've all lived for 3.5 years in what should have been their dream home. But their dream has become a nightmare. Katrina is at her wit's end because of the strange experiences she's been having since she moved into her new house. And as the tape Katrina sent us shows, she's very distraught.
Experiences in this house, where would I start? Big one for me was, I've always, I can't, I have to calm myself down.
Having spent the last 3.5 years meticulously decorating her home, Katrina fears that she and her family will be forced to move out.
When we first viewed the house, I was really excited. It had loads of potential. I knew the kids would be safe here, you know, for playing out the front.
On moving in, Katrina claimed to have some disturbing experiences.
Katrina felt as if there was a presence constantly as soon as we moved in, type of thing. I'm sort of sceptical about it, type of thing.
The first night, I heard the little one get up. I heard the little one come into the room. And basically, without even opening my eyes, I just pulled the cover back as if to say, well, in you get. And the little one didn't get in the bed. So I thought, he's in a new house. He's probably wandered in, thought, where am I? And wandered back out. So got out of bed, went to investigate, and he was actually fast asleep.
So, if Nathan was fast asleep, who was the mystery man?
One particular night in this house, I'd woke up early hours of the morning and saw a solid man. He was standing in the doorway of the bedroom looking towards the bed. I was petrified. The room was silent, but I could hear my heartbeat. Obviously, he was actually closer to the kids' bedrooms than I was, and I was frightened, you know, it could cause some harm. I repeatedly closed my eyes, opened them, still there, closed my eyes, opened them, gone. Just vanished.
But Katrina wasn't the only person in the house who claimed to have witnessed this late-night visitor. More worryingly for a parent, she says the figure was also watching her 12-year-old son, Jonathan.
He's often talked about man upstairs. The man that comes in my room. The man who watches me when I play on the computer.
We used to say that a man used to stand at the end of the bed, which is obviously where the cupboard is. And he would never go to sleep without the cupboard door shut. But of a morning time, he would come through and he'd say, Daddy, the cupboard door's opening.
Even more disturbing for Katrina was what 5-year-old Nathan said he'd experienced.
Nathan went to walk out of the room, stopped on the spot. He was asked what was the matter, because he was just basically looking through the doorway down the top passage. He couldn't speak. He was literally frozen, stuck to the spot, and that lasted a good few minutes. When we calmed Nathan down, He said that he saw the monster man, as his actual words. This apparently walked out of my bedroom, walked down the passage on the top landing. He was really shook up about it.
I was still very sceptical because I've never actually sort of witnessed anything or sort of heard anything myself.
Distraught that John didn't believe what the rest of the family were experiencing, Katrina set up the cameras we gave her to record a video diary to prove to John that there definitely is activity in the house.
Bedtime, this time of night, the time of night when I don't feel so good. I don't look forward to going to bed some nights.
Katrina's anxious mood appears to be rubbing off on the children as they find it hard to settle down for the night. John does one last check.
I sense things. I get woke up through the night. Nothing visually to be seen, but a very frightening feeling.
With the rest of the family asleep, Katrina is already up again.
I'm sitting in the kitchen in the pitch black, which is very, very brave for me. On the off chance I might pick something up. It's so scary for me to remember.
The next day, the kitchen camera had recorded nothing out of the ordinary. However, Katrina found something disturbing on the camera set up in her daughter's bedroom. Although very faint, Katrina is certain that she hears a sinister voice saying, "Don't touch me." But is that enough to convince John that there is activity in the house?
It wasn't so much as what he said, it was the way that he said it was like, "Don't touch me." That was the point where I thought, yeah, maybe there is something going on type of thing. Obviously I've got kids to sort of think of, and my wife who has been suffering from sort of these occasions for a while. It's obviously affecting her, so it scares me in that sense that it's affecting, or could affect, the rest of my family, you know.
At the end of the day, this is our house, and at the minute I feel as though I'm sharing it with other people.
Katrina's took a job doing night shift simply because she has a problem with sleeping. There's going to be some point where it's going to get too much, and we would have to make a decision to either move or get it resolved.
It's no surprise that Katrina and John Elvin are distraught. They say they're sharing their home with a spirit they call the Monster Man, and that he's ruining their lives. They want him out forever. Things are so bad that Katrina's taken to working night shifts so as to avoid sleeping in her own bedroom. They are desperate, and they've called in the Haunted Homes team for help. Mia Dolan, one of Britain's most sought-after psychics, heads up the team.
A psychic is somebody who covers all areas of the paranormal. It's a paranormal consultant. Some of the activity that indicates you've got a haunting is extreme temperature changes, smells that come from nowhere, overpowering and then go again, lights and orbs that have no logical explanation.